Hot Topic Employee Horror Stories. According to Reddit. Number 20. My first job was at Hot Topic in a dying mall. I was 16 years old. One of the worst parts of the job was folding the t-shirts. It seemed like every person who touched a t-shirt would ball it up and throw it somewhere out of place. I probably folded thousands of t-shirts, but whatever. I suppose it comes with the territory in this job. I started there when they first began their rewards program. My manager was always on my ass trying to get me to sell this membership. Nobody wanted the damn membership. Or maybe I was a bad salesman, but either way, I rarely signed anyone up. This was reflected on the weekly report sent to the district manager, and I even got written up over it. I started working there because I loved music, and their album rack was always down my alley. Or up my alley. She really want to go down. And then I look at the camera. They're always a musically oriented company, sure. So, they had this sound system integrated with a central server that played a selection of maybe 10 songs to be updated every month. Oh no, that's that music. Well, it didn't update for close to 3 months. Every day, I would hear the same 5 or 6 songs for months, and it drove me insane. To this day, I still get burnt out on music faster than anyone I know. During my breaks, I would hang out in the rundown, barely open mall and grab a bite at the Auntie Anne's, which is like a pizza pretzel thing, and the cute cashier would hook me up with free marinara. She can't spot you some marinara sauce. You work there in the same mall as her, and she can't spot you. Hilarious. Plus, I like to think that most people, when they really find a song that they really like, they just play that bitch like 50 times and then, ruin it for themselves. So this isn't like a unique thing to this guy. Anyway, the guy goes on to say, I'd get free marinara from this cutie cashier at the pretzel place. We would flirt and chat all the time. I eventually got her number. I texted her with my flip Motorola phone, and we planned to hang out. I had my older friend buy me a Four Loko. When they still had caffeine. Yeah, when they were about to kill people. Uppers and downers in a Four Loko. Man, that's the craziest drink ever invented. I drove to her place at 10 p.m. to pick her up. We shared the drink in the car on the way back to my house. We barely spoke, unlike at the mall. It was very awkward. I took her to my sparsely furnished, unfinished basement, and we immediately went at it. Now that's what I'm talking about. When we were done, we kind of awkwardly sat there, and I took her home just after midnight. Why you gotta make it so awkward? From then on, she would come into Hot Topic to look for me, and I would hide in the back while my manager covered for me. I totally ghosted her text too. You're the asshole here. Soon after, I got fired for showing up hungover too many times, and I started to work at the Pac Sun right next door. That place is a whole other story. Bitch, you the crazy one. Why you ghosted this? Somebody said this story is naughties as fuck. Naughties, being the word that I use for the 2000s era. It doesn't really work. There's no term as catchy as 80s or 90s for the double zeros, bruh. What can we call it? Why don't you guys come to a conclusion in the stream chat below? Don't forget to like, favorite, and... Nah, I don't care about that. But you can donate. That's the one that matters. While YouTube's out here crushing these fools. I'm wondering if YouTube is like straight up broke. Because demonetizing Cyael is what they like to do. But demonetizing like everybody? Just shutting down entire channels? It's like the well is running dry, bruh. I think YouTube's even more out of money than they were before. So who's gonna save us? Who's gonna be the new YouTube? And will half of you be able to jump ship to it before it's too late, This channel gets destroyed tomorrow. I won't even have a platform to let everybody know. Because most of you aren't in the Discord. Most of you haven't jumped on D Live. Some of you aren't following on Twitter. It's not for me. It's for you. I know those of you who are here are well aware of what's really going on. My man.
I like Stripes' name for the I said I like Stripe's name for the early 2000s, the uh-ohs.
Stripes wants to call the 2000s era the uh-ohs. How does that even make sense? It's 2 zeros, so the oh-ohs I get, but the uh-ohs? Come on. This is ridiculous. The uh-ohs. I don't think you're ever gonna hear something as adorable today. So good luck, guys. Calling the 2000s the uh-ohs. Uh-ohs. Number 19. On the list. That's right. Read that. You know, I had to color that thumbnail myself. You know how hard that was for me? And I deliberately missed some parts in the hair to make it seem like she put some white bleached parts in there. Yeah, bruh. And if you look really close, you can see where I tried to make the little circle green, but instead it highlighted like the actual circle as opposed to inside of it. And I was like, man, fuck it. You ain't got time for that. I ain't got no damn time for that now. Whatever. So there's your thumbnail. Here we are, number 19. Former employee. I worked a whole 3 months in summer, so all the kids were out and about. I was stocking Disney merchandise and I couldn't help but notice a kid underneath one of the clearance racks. I heard some strange noise coming from there too, so I crouch under and look at the kid. He had a bottle? No. He had a button, needle and all in his mouth. I asked him where his parents were, and before I knew it, he swallowed the pen and ran out of the store. I couldn't leave and go search for the child, so I let security know about the button kid. I never knew what happened after that. I can't seem to forget the button kid, though. This may be the most harmless and adorable anecdote in this entire list. If you find something more, or I should say less offensive, then we'll go with that. Raphael Reed says, man, I used to watch Foamy, Cyael. I'll bet you did. You know, don't give away your age with recognizing my actual thumbnail, homie, because you better believe while I was making it, Dia is like, what is that? And I'm like, well, there you go. Well, there you go. Back in the era when there was only fucking E-Bombs World and Albino Black Sheep, we didn't even qualify for videos on the internet. That was way too much bandwidth, homie. It's too big a file. So we had flash animations, which were not as bad. Still had to let it load, you know. But there it is. So I hope those of you who were around in what feels like a lifetime ago on the internet enjoy that bucket of bing bong. Aiden Bowling says, it looks good, Cyael. Thank you. Ill Will Press, my man. Oh boy.
Linda says that I might like Foamy. Linda said that I might like Foamy.
I'm sure you would. It was crass. It was childish. It was adorable. You know, it was inspired by a culture of assholes who were sick of I don't know, everything, and would enjoy like a Daria or a Beavis and Butthead type shit. So that's what they threw online. Remember, Happy Tree Friends came from shit like that too.
Did it?
Yeah, man. Everything was pretty transparent in their inspirations back in the day. And I dare say it helped to shape the landscape of what's online right now. And people don't even know it. It's an endless cycle, just like history. Number 18. I worked for 2 years at my local Hot Topic, and the worst stories both involved the fitting room. Our fitting room used to be a self-service room in the back of the store with a red curtain in front of it. An employee noticed 4 feet in the room and opened it to find 2 people having sex in there. What? He had to clean up the remnants. Ugh. A second incident came when a smell wafted from the same room. It was later discovered that someone had actually taken a dump in the room when they went in to try on clothes. We ended up fitted the room with a galvanized piece of chain and a master lock to keep the curtain open. Luckily, shortly thereafter, we got a full store overhaul and put in actual fitting rooms. Look, bro, that's not going to stop your problem from the sounds of it. And I guess this is our poop entry for the day. Every freaking day. Poop entry all the way. Continuing up, number 17. I spent almost 5 years working in the early 2000s, or the uh-ohs, as Stripes would have you believe. Being in the Being in the Midwest, we had a ton of juggalos. Juggalos, bro.
Sounds about right.
I gotta show y'all what's up. Thank you, Grey God, for that lemon. Appreciate that.
I knew.
A juggalo. I just want to see a picture of it so you guys can. These aren't really good looking juggalos. I want like pretty bizarre. That's a pretty accurate one right there. You got to feel the fear when you see some of them, and not like because they're scary, but because because it's so cringe that it is scary. You know, the thing about juggalos is that it's so strange how wide the variety there is, because there's some genuinely kind and sweet juggalos out there, you know, that are all about the clown posse. Oh, black juggalo, wow, not bad. And this looks like an Asian juggalo on the left side. Pretty inclusive stuff. What is this from? 17 juggalos on what they wish the world would understand about their loving family. You guys just don't understand. Unbelievable. So, what is this? Where is my, what? Fortnite. No. Lane. Oh my gosh, it's gone forever. You know, I usually bring what I'm reading to the very... Wait a minute, what if there are risky clicks in here?
Don't do it.
I can't just be so...
Reckless
with what I'm going through here. Shit. Guys, bear with me. We gotta find out where my actual thing I was reading is. Holy crap. Oh my god. Is this it? Nope. Bruh, we just gonna open up a new one. We can't fucking... Let me do this though. Hey, chicky bang. Come here. Hey, yeah. Come here. I want to make it smaller, but then it'll screw up the other thing. Hold on. This is the shit that Linda gets down on. Maybe. Ask Reddit.
Also, you just got 2 confessions from people in the chat.
Confessions from people in the chat. Give me a second. Danica says this song slams, Cyael. Come on and slam. If you want to jam, everybody get up. It's time to slam now. We got a real jam going now. Welcome to the Space Jam. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. And we'll smooth it out here. Wow, and it only took us a ridiculous amount of time. Now we're talking. So getting into the stream chat, Jesus says, how are you doing today? Stressed as usual, you know, wondering what the hell I'm supposed to do with a lot of what's going down. I'm gonna have to really figure out getting involved in certain things, so I need to throw out some more auditions, and, you know, hopefully the end of the month will look a little less daunting. I didn't see the, like, people don't say my name. How am I supposed to just see, you know? Where?
Oh, you just passed the one with Jesus.
Jesus writes, it's DNA?
No.
What?
Scroll down. Okay, it's the one right underneath the other Jesus.
I listen to old school Insane Clown Posse and Infession.
And Linda.
Ain't
Said
crazy.
that she used to be a juggler.
Linda says, I used to be a juggalo. All photographic evidence has been destroyed. Linda used to be a juggalo. Intriguing. It's funny because all the women juggalo I know were tempted into that shit by men. Is the crazy part. So I want to know which man in Linda's life made her want to be a juggalo. Because there are a lot of things that are nice and accessible to women, or, you know, shut-ins. But I like to think that juggaloism isn't the type of thing that a girl's like kicking it, listening to some posse, and then she just in her brain is like, son of a bitch, put me in that makeup. I'm a clown. I'm going out there. Nobody understands. What happened?
I knew a couple like that, but she got out of it, and I think he kind of fell off of it too. I hope they're living happy lives.
I genuinely cannot help you there, Michael Davis. I am sorry. I believe it's Eva Spolka.
Linda says that no man did it. She just liked it.
Yeah. It's Eva Spolka, so I don't know. Look for a remix of that, homie. I can't do everything for you. Is this it? Something like that. Just look for Eva Spolka fucking remix. Simple. There it is. Somebody just posted that on a subreddit and it was all like, man, this drop goes hard, bruh. Oh, yeah. Danica says it's some sort of Hatsune Miku mix, so look that shit up. Okay. I remember there was this one video I could not stop watching. Linda says it was my own insanity. I like ICP. Yeah. So, well, there you go. That's what I was imagining. Like a girl just sitting there listening to the posse. And then she's like, son of a bitch. This music understands me. Understands me. You put on the makeup and you're looking in the mirror with the music blasting in the background. You're like, yeah. Oh my God. You remember that one, hold up, American Dad. It was like a funeral. What the fuck? I'm showing this, dude. I'm showing this.
That's crazy. But it's your funeral, bro.
Let me go in. What the fuck? It's so out of nowhere in that episode too. He's like, yeah, man, I already know what I'm gonna wear to your funeral. It's this insane clown posse hoodie I got. The fuck? Alright, look, number 17. On the list of hot topic employee horror stories, I spent almost 5 years working at one in the early 2000s. Did I read this? No. Being in the Midwest, we had a ton of juggalos, but we were actually pretty nice people in general. No, they were. I had a group of kids ask what I would do if they set some clothes on fire and flicked a lighter multiple times. We mostly got weirdos who wanted to bang in the dressing room or lifted up their skirts to ask me what gauge their nipple ring is. We had this one girl who came in weekly, and I don't think she was all there. She would sit at the listening station for way too long and then leave. One day she sat down and put the headphones on. She had a plastic bag with her filled with empty glass bottles and peaches, the fruit. We noticed it was leaking out onto the floor, but we let her do her thing. She put the headphones back down, looked at her leaking bag. She had a mildly disappointed look on her face and immediately looked at her watch and yelled, "I'm going to miss my bus." She ran out of the store and up to the trash can outside the store. She held the bag up high and yelled, "Peaches, meet your fate," threw the bag in the trash and sprinted off. That job was weird. Man, she's such a, you know, what's the word?
She's not like the other girls.
Yeah, she's not like other girls, man. She's so quirky and random, bro. She's the Penguin of Doom. And everybody keeps forgetting Te Penguin of Doom because you guys are young. All right? But I want you guys, the next time you see some fucking 13-year-old that's trying to convince you that they're stupid, random, and quirky and different, you know, remember the fucking, it's hurting me to remember. Remember the actual quote from this unironic idiot. Hi everyone, I'm new, holds up Spork. My name is Katie, but you can call me Te Penguin of Doom, lol. As you can see, I'm very random. That's why I came here, to meet random people like me. I'm 13 years old. I'm mature for my age though. I like to watch Invader Zim with my girlfriend. I'm bi. If you don't like it, deal with it. I really like this part, you know, not to dissect it too much, but it's just like, you know, this thing makes them special. It makes them different. You know, it's kind of like these days when everybody's like, listen, okay, I need to tell you all of the terms that you need to refer to me by because I am not a man or a woman, okay? I'm things you don't even understand on binary and I do not assert my bing bongs, okay? So you need to address me as one of these different I'm like, whoa, bro, you know? Why don't you just slam a book on the table? Listen, I'm so different, you can't even talk to me like you talk to somebody else. Like, hey, you got me fucked up. You know what? Okay, look, it's our favorite TV show because it's so random. She's random too, of course, but I want to meet more random people. Like they say, the more the merrier. Lol. Anyways, I hope to make a lot of friends here, so give me lots of comments. Doom! Me being random again. Toodles. Love and waffles. Yeah. Wow. You want to meet her? Jeez, she's going to grow up to be so cool. Holy fuck.
I'm black and gay.
Yeah, Stripes is like, I'm gay and black and furry. Okay? Every post, you gotta remind them. Maybe you forgot that I'm black and gay and furry. Ugh, listen. Okay.
If you don't like my black and furriness.
Look, I need to figure out how some of them are getting away with it. As a matter of fact, everyone, direct your attention to the Streamlabs link below. And if not that, then the Patreon. Because seriously, Dia, I was shown a transgender guy who cosplays Patreon the other day. It blew my fucking mind. He's making more than like the titty girls. And I don't want to say it in a totally rude way, but it's like it's clearly targeting trans people in a way that is super not kind. It's like attacking a vulnerability. And like, this is it's not to be rude to anybody that is supporting these trans people. It's just like, I want it to be more transparent because some of these people are too stupid to recognize that they're being targeted for their interest in this thing. And I guess the best analogy, because everything needs an analogy to make sure people understand where you're coming from, is to say this. If I were going to make a movie that was a sequel to 10 other movies that I made, but this time I'm throwing a bunch of black people in there, it would be so obvious that that's pandering to try to get black people to go see the movie. Do you get what I'm saying? It will be obvious. So with a lot of things that's going on the internet now, and we call it virtue signaling, it's people who don't really care, you know, like, and they're just trying to target people within a certain demographic that they know would get, I don't know, that would get together and just support this thing because they're not looking past it. And I don't know, I'm not trying to jump in front of them and be like, no, wait, listen before you give. It's just, I feel if you're going to target anybody, target everybody, okay? All I am saying. We've gone a couple of days without a disaster, and that's good. I think we should all celebrate that. What?
Without a disaster, what do you mean? Like,
you know, without like a catastrophic type, you know, well, I don't want to say it because I feel like I'm hoping that, or I'm calling it or something, you know what I mean? Without a mass something.
I thought you meant regarding like the internet or YouTube.
Oh, no. It's coming, dude. Something's going to happen to YouTube soon. I think it's very confusing that they demonetize so many people and try to hide it behind, oh, we're just making some changes. Like, nah, I think they're broke, dude. If YouTube's broke, then it's reached a point where it's like, we're not just waiting for somebody else to be a competitor. Like, we're just going to need a flat out alternative. And it sucks because there's so many, what's the word? Streaming sites that came up and then just failed. It looks like DLive has, not been compromised yet. And I hope it continues, but damn. Number 15 on this list of hot topic employee horror. Excuse me, fuck me. God, my body's rejecting hot topic. Okay. Oh my gosh. Of hot topic employee horror stories. Former employee of a couple of years in high school. I love that job. The biggest horror story that sticks out in my mind was this guy that would always come in with his kids. He was a huge Insane Clown Posse fan. We had a lot of Juggalo stories today, boy. And from the looks of it, he let his kids, both boys, they were maybe 7 or 8 at the time, listen to it as well. They always had Hatchet Man stuff on the pretty bitchin' haircuts. They always misbehaved, just running around the store screaming, sometimes crashing into things, and the dad gave no fucks. He was often pretty rude to us in the store about not having specific merch or being out of stuff in his size. He was a large guy. I had and still have no business in what that guy does with his kids, but I always felt a little bad that there was a good chance they would end up in a bad way. Other than the recurring incidents, for the most part, the store was really fun. I worked at a Hollister next door to a Hot Topic. The comedy being that I think my friends and I applied for the Hot Topic, and they weren't impressed enough by our physical appearance. No, we needed more tats and piercings or some shit. Pretty much.
The nice, clean, fucking Hollister one.
No, the comedy is like, I think that would have been super basic to just, I don't know, expect somebody to just tat and pierce up for the sake of trying to look a certain way to be behind the counter. It's the definition of conforming, And Hot Topic is trying so hard to be anti that, adapting yourself to a certain mold just to work there would be the opposite of what they're trying to go for. It was a joke. What a joke. Okay, so Linda says, bless you, thank you.
This if for 5 bicep melting dumbbell curls on each side.
I'm gonna do the hammer curls for that one. Sean Watson, it's nice to see your name again, man. Thank you, and I hope that you're doing well. Forgive me as we make haste up this list. Number 14, a petite friend is currently a manager at one of her issues is always a customer that became too often repeat customers obsessed with her or her female employees. Get in line. Again, we need GameStop stories. Currently, it's a guy that swears they would have everything in common because he likes all the things in the store too, as if she curated it. And now he has to stay 500 feet from the store. Holy fuck. Got a restraining order on his ass. How bad must it have gotten? How bad must it have gotten?
Poor girl.
That poor girl. No, stop with the nose. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have cleared out Dia's nose, so you have nothing to worry about rest of the stream. Jeez. A response here says, I heard stories like this from a local one several times. They ended up promoting this giant shit kicker goth chick with purple hair to the manager, and she would straight up threaten creepy dudes. Had zero problem calling security or police if someone was harassing an employee. And I went to community college with the girl who worked there, and she said about 2 weeks after the manager got hired, nobody had been harassed since. How to find the perfect HT manager? Pick the scariest, most intimidating person you can find. They don't need to be intimidating. They need to just be loud. You know? They need to just be loud. Women, this timid shit ain't working out for y'all. You need to understand how much power you have in court and in public, okay? Have your phone in hand and know exactly how to frame some shit, exactly how to say some shit out loud. Some dude comes at you and you say, hey, I'm not interested like that. Could you back off? And he keeps up with it. Pull your phone out and say, you remember how I just said that I'm not interested and I'd like for you to back off? Tell me why you won't do that on camera right now so that me and a potential jury can sort this shit out later. Like, back the fuck up before I show this shit to the police. What's wrong with you? Ladies, just be confident, baby. You know? Some of these guys are all talk, in which case you got nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Because to be honest, I mean, if you want to take it to scary territory, if the dudes were going to do something, they'd just do it. There wouldn't be any talking. That's what makes the, you know, serial killer stories as scary as they are, is because there's no talk. It's just tape over a mouth, some rope.
That's the thing that separates men from women. As you said before, women will try to, you know.
Yeah, women out here are like, and the guy's just like, you know what I mean?
And the guy just ends it.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, okay.
That's why there's no funny ex-guys.
But they're these betas, they roll in there, you know, that's what they want. They want your attention, you know they're a beta when they're coming into your store to get your attention because you're trapped there, right? This isn't like you on the street where you would have the ability to just get away. You're on the clock, you're working here, you're trying to get that paycheck, homie, and they know that, and they're there harassing you in a context where not only can you not get away, but worse, you have to put on a happy face and act in a way that doesn't get you fired, and they're abusing that. It's beta. Do you get what I'm saying? It's beta, it's beta, it's beta. They approach you at a bar where you can act literally however, that's one thing. You know, you're out in public. It wouldn't be a bar for Cyael. It would be an anime convention. Ooh. Sorry. So do you like Dark Souls? Let me show you how I dodge roll. I will do it in real life. Is this cringy? That's me dodge rolling.
And then I'll smack you.
Please, like you could reach over those boobs to do anything.
You know
Who
what?
said that?
Me, my big tits, and my stubby little short arms alone.
Oh, dodge rolling. Number 13. Maybe not so much horror, but just terribly annoying and cringy. I was wearing a hell blazer. I don't know what that is. And we're gonna find it. Okay, this is... Oh, Constantine. This is what he's from. I didn't know that the series is called, it's called, Hellblazer. That's cool. Yeah, that shows you what a loser I am as it pertains to that comic run. It's a DC comic, I'm sorry. That's not the world I'm from. That's not the world I'm from. I was wearing a Hellblazer shirt that had a cover of the new 52 revamp on it, and I had two neckbeards come up and start trying to gatekeep on if I was really a fan of Hellblazer / John Constantine. It included the actual questions, well, what's your favorite arc? Who's your favorite writer / artist? I like that these guys, you know what I mean? It's like, does it make you feel big? Is this how you think that you're going to get her attention by going, you don't really know about that? What happens in anime? Like, okay, bruh, stop. Ugh. Number 2.
That's what women like.
Halloween is coming up. It's the Halloween season after Suicide Squad came out. So we have both versions of the Joker's outfits. The one from The Dark Knight, and both versions were unreasonably expensive. In total, the Dark Knight costume, if I remember correctly, was around $200 area. Fuck me. Altogether, because you had to buy the coat, the undershirt, the pants, etc. The fabric of the costume was just a little bit better quality than the $50 version that you would get from any Halloween setup store. We had a guy come in about 30 minutes before we closed for the night and wanted to try on the Dark Knight version of the Joker's outfit. The costume was hanging up on the tallest rack, so it required me getting a pole and pulling each one down because the size he needed was large, and each component of the costume. He tried it on, enjoyed it, and wanted to buy it. I went ahead to go ring him up, and then he saw the price of and he started flipping out. He started complaining that he could find this costume in anywhere else, that he wanted at a cheaper price. And you should have been like, bitch, go do that. Put this shit down. He wanted to know if there's any coupons or if I could give him an employee discount. I told him there's no way I could do that. He started flipping out and says that he needs this costume tomorrow and he doesn't have that money now. He took me about 45 minutes after closing to finally leave. He did not buy the costume. Even before Suicide Squad came out, working Halloween around Hot Topic was always cringy, with all the Joker and Harley Quinn douchebags. What kind of ass, like, you work at a store, my dude, and some fuckboy is in there. How do you not just kick his ass out if it's closing time now? Closing time, better fucking leave or I am calling the police for your ass. Record a video and send it to his mom. My boy did what? You do not get to dress up as the Joker anymore. But Mom, we live in a society. What happened?
Back to the basement you go.
But Mom, we live in a society, Mom. Spoops says the best way to keep creepy dudes away, look as crusty as possible. Y'all don't need to go that far. Just put them in their place, dude. Remind them that they need to get back to their incel forms and be like, I walked up to her and I was entitled to that pussy and she didn't give it to me. I can't believe it. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, man. Just pull. I mean, like, these days it's got to be so easy. Just pull out your phone and record horizontally. That should scare them real fast. The fact that you're not recording vertically means that you understand enough about a production and they would fear where this video is going to end up, dude. Because it's not a Snapchat story when it's in a horizontal aspect ratio. Where are you sending this for real? You know, or are you forming a compilation? You know, let's strike some fear into them. All you got to do is pull out your phone and say the phrase, get a load of this fucking guy. Whatever he says next, it's going to be gold. It's going to be gold because there's one response to that. It should be a look and then them walking off. But if they open their mouth to say anything, it's going to be gold, boy. You got yourself a cringe compilation on your fucking hands. Ladies, ooh, if I had fucking millions of subscribers, ladies, I would beg you on a daily basis to just send me videos of shit that men walk up to you and say after you have made it clear that you ain't interested. You know what I'm talking about? When you've said, no, I'm fine. Or maybe even I tell you to start recording. And then as soon as you hit the record button, you say, I have a boyfriend. Okay. And then they go, girl, that don't matter to me now, girl. With his hippopotamus style all over you. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. Let me get you some French fries from McDonald's. What happened?
Because he likes them big and he likes them chunky.
You know what? How dare you turn that into this? It's disgusting. Number 12. My current boss was a former store manager at a Hot Topic. You want to read that like a knot? My current boss was a former store manager at a Hot Topic. He told me that he caught one of the employees stealing a shirt that he had stuffed into a Sonic cup. From then on out, every employee had to check bags and beverages for merchandise. I want to give him points for being crafty, but why you out here stealing shit, homie? Closing time. Get it out of your head, man.
The very store you work in.
Also, Hummingbird says, hi, Cyael. How you doing, Hummingbird? Sorry, I got to clear out Dia's nose. All right. Number 11. Didn't work there, but I can bet your butt. I can bet your butt? That's what it says. A Hot Topic employee cringed and laughed at me. When I was around 10 years old, I really loved to write. I was also going through that edgy phase. I think Avril Lavigne was getting a bit right, though. Getting big right around then, sorry. I was looking around the store, not really knowing what half of the stuff was. They always had these bumper stickers, and I picked one out that said Inkaholic. Because I like to write, you know? Man, this bumper sticker really gets me. Bumper stickers, am I right? Because I like to write, you know, with ink. And I told the cashier as much when he asked me what the sticker meant. There was one of those things that I completely forgot about until several years later when it randomly popped into my head and I realized how wrong I was. I hope he got a good laugh over it.
That's the wrong kind of alcoholic he was thinking of.
I mean, what kind of fuckboy gets a bumper sticker that says Inkaholic? Even if you're really, really, really into getting tattoos, I don't think even if you have a shop where you are a tattoo artist, that you can excuse a bumper sticker that says Inkaholic. You know what I mean? Do you also advertise how many kinds of cats you have on the back of your car? And the types of cats too? Tabby Mom, what the fuck? Inkaholic. Minions. I'm sorry, shit.
It's a little minion with a tattoo.
Oh yeah, he's got a tattoo. Meow, my minion. I'm kidding. I don't know what minions sound like. I haven't watched this. Don't laugh at me. I don't know what they sound like. Somebody needs to send me a Minions plush, dude. No, I got real problems. I need to stop with this bullshit because I already got the Yoda. What am I gonna do with the Yoda? How am I gonna make a video with the Yoda? Jesus
There's so many
Christ!
things you could do with the Yoda,
But what? What can I do with the Yoda for the end of today so I can make that money? You know? And that's the worst part. Maybe I shouldn't even make any Yoda videos right now because YouTube's in a fucking state. It's in a fucking state where I'm demonetized on everything I do. Holy shit, dude.
Maybe you can let someone pay you.
No, bro. I feel like I should probably try to make videos and then just hold on to them. As sad as that is. Cause holy hell, that would be the ultimate crime if I made a video and it got attention and it was during a time on my channel where there was no monetization. Thank you, Raquel. Raquel? What kind of name? Look, boy, I worked at a Hot Topic in a mall in California. This was around the time that My Little Pony started to take off big, and the bronies were becoming a thing. The biggest, fattest dude I've ever seen in my life asked to see Fluttershy stuff. He smelled like Mountain Dew and shame, and had a custom shirt with the pony in question spread eagle on it. What I could only describe as a missionary position. It also had a very realistic boy, I ain't reading that. I am not reading that. Well, I immediately called security. Somebody said I knew this thread was going to get weird, but what in the name of elderberries? What are elderberries from? Okay. Elderberries. Elderberries are a real thing?
Yep.
Who the hell says what in the name of elderberries? I mean, love and waffles, guys, right? Let's fucking get out of here. I'm gonna die. We gotta get out of here. Number 9. I worked for Hot Topic about 7 years ago. My store was apparently the Juggalo store of the district, and I think the fucking state, too. Working for the company as long as I did, I was pretty sure, and no, I was pretty used to ignoring people's crappy taste, but the Juggalos were different. This is in Central Florida. Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah. I do that thing where you, like, whip your wrist up and down really fast so your hand does like this. Oh, snaps. Are you doing it too? Dia, stop it. That's not good for your hand. So it's an average of about 90 degrees most days, and it's always humid as hell. These kids were always very overweight. Well, you gotta live that life. You gotta live, baby. Wearing a massive black ICP tee. Those ridiculous 30-pound black trip pants with huge pockets and all the hardware. I'm talking the chains. I'm talking the straps. Linda knows what I'm talking about. They were just hanging all over the place. They were drenched in sweat. We're talking like a flop sweat. And the hygiene was pretty bad. They always seemed to show whenever a new ICP shirt or collectible would arrive and would smell up the store and pay in wadded up, sweaty, soaked money. It was just all around unpleasant. The smell would linger for a bit after they left. It was not pleasant.
Ooh, Linda just flipped you off.
Linda, I want to know, did you hang out with other juggalos and did things get pretty rough? I want to know, Linda. I want to know what your roughest juggalo experiences were, Linda. Tell me the truth. right now.
It's raining.
It sounds like it's raining, but I don't see it.
You just gotta believe, man.
Bruh, I need to mow the grass again. Oh well. Okay. Guys, continuing up this list, I am dying on the inside. Bing bong. Number 8. A former HT store manager here. At the height of the Twilight craze, I was a sales associate. We had a midnight release for the first movie's DVD, and people legitimately camped out in the mall to be at this event. Generic Twilight fans ages 12 to 16-year-old and their mothers. There was this odd sprinkling of adults that were wildly out of place. Guys, my power may go out because anytime it starts raining, I start freaking out. Employees were encouraged to dress up in Twilight merch. But me being 17 and engrossed in the suburban punk rock style, I did not participate. My SM was not pleased about this, so he MOS'd, marked out of stock, an outfit for me. Oh my god. A girl size small, I love boys who sparkle t-shirt that rode up like a crop top. The tightest jeans I've ever worn, and to top it all off, she aggressively applied eyeliner, sparkly eyeshadow, and body glitter all over me. How dare she? Before anyone asks or makes the whole process into something sexy, she was in her mid-40s, overweight, and generally the most unpleasant person ever. It was humiliating, but the only saving grace is that I got so many phone numbers that night. I was drowning in high school girls who thought I was amazing. Nothing came from it, though. You're right. That's what you say for the government. Yes, nothing came of it, government. I don't know what you're talking about. High school girls, pff, who could ever be attracted to them? And then you look at the camera and you go, you guys never do that. Only you can prevent frothing, pubescent forest crotch fires.
Ew.
Crotch forest fires. Crotch forest. That term works. A crotch forest. Especially you got like girls where like their moms are all like, you don't get to shave your face. That's so sad, You wear that hair on your face. Was that you?
What?
Did you have to wear hair on your face?
What do you mean wear hair?
Like I knew girls in high school that like their mom would make them wear hair on their face like they couldn't shave, and they'd have hard mustache. Yes.
No.
They'd have bigger mustache than boys. Because their mom was like, you can't shave that face. Does anybody in the stream chat have mom that would go, you cannot shave your face? Sorry.
I've never had to shave my face, but there you go.
Number 7. My sister worked at one for a little while. One day, 2 grown men were fighting over a pop. It's like a collectible figure. I like that they say that, like we've never heard of Funko Pops. A what? Okay. It was a legit fight. She said it was like a comic book guy from The Simpsons fighting another comic book guy from The Simpsons. My sister called mall security and noped the hell out of their way. Neither one of them got the pop. My sister had to pull all the stuff back that they knocked over. That's pretty sad.
That's unfortunate.
That's pretty sad. I'd like to wish everybody a wonderful day, a stress-free day. I hope you're not worried or bothered. I'm here for you. I hope that you're not too sad or too angry about something that's going on. If you are, go ahead and share it. It may be therapeutic or cathartic to just release it from your fingertips to somebody that, doesn't know you well enough to have it come back at you or something like that, Hope you guys are having a throbbing day, a big titty day, things that make sense. And that it just, winds down in a way that allows you time to actually relax and have rest that's rejuvenating, because odds are tomorrow's going to be another whole fucking bucket of bullshit, man. Stripes says, I'm sad. Why sad, Stripes? Draw and make all the money in the world, and then we'll just be jealous of you. Turn that sadness into art. Turn that sadness into art. Yeah. What's super relevant that Stripes could be drawing right now? Let's go to Reddit and see what's towards the top. Assholes talking about soccer. Bruh, actually,
What? Avengers stuff?
Yeah, no, Endgame spoilers, you know, as far as the Russo brothers are concerned, like, it's time to just release that shit. That's why they're releasing Spider-Man Far From Home trailers and shit, where they put on blast who's dead, you know, because they believe 2 weeks is enough for you to have seen that movie if you give a shit. And I agree, dude. If you gave a shit. Oh my god! What?
Yup. I saw that earlier.
Look at that freaked out baby. Oh, nah. What the hell? I'm taking that baby. I'm just taking a picture. Taking a picture of the baby. Oh, boy.
Michael says you could draw America's ass.
Everyone's sad. I mean, everyone's fine. Stripes is sad. Everyone else is fine. You know, nobody said anything. Can you guys at least hit me with a lowercase h in the stream chat so I know that you're not dead? You know? Sometimes I do these streams and I wonder, are you guys even there? You guys even there? Or half of you just YouTube employees taking notes, trying to figure out how to take me down? Is this how you're gonna do it, YouTube? Is this how you're gonna do it? That said, we're traveling up to number 6 on the list of Hot Topic employee horror stories. Nice to see you all in the chat, guys. Aiden, Potato, Muhammad, Danica, Cyano, Taylor Ravioli with the bing bong. Number 6. Finally, one of these where I actually, come on, dude. I worked at one for about a year, and you'd see a lot of cringy stuff just because of the base that it attracts, the customer base, that is. But nothing terrible, horrible usually, besides one time. I was working a Saturday afternoon shift, and it was around 3 p.m. The store wasn't too busy at all. There were only 2 weeaboo-looking guys in their 20s in the store, and then a group of 4 teens walks in giggling and looking suspicious. They go up to the weeaboos and start singing the Nyan Cat song. They start singing? How old were they?
Well, they were teens.
So, there's a possibility that you guys may not know what the Nyan Cat song sounds like. And it's basically like, it's really stupid. It's super stupid. Thank you, Dom, for that hot follow, homie. I appreciate that. Really quickly, I'm not going to subject you to too much of this. There it is. That's all I'm really going to hit you with. You know? So there's that. Ugh. Fuck me. Can you imagine? That's what being a teenager is like, dude. Where you're gonna sing that out loud. Me and my coworker are like, what the fuck? One of the weeaboos gets aggressive and is like, step the fuck back! Step the fuck back! And then he fucking grabs a chain wallet and starts swinging it at them. I call security, and my coworker is just screaming, hey, 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 trying to stop it. One of the kids calls the weeaboos fat asses, and he's still trying to hit them with the wallet, and responds to their insult by calling them daddy's cum-stained bitch asses. Hey, that's the new one. You daddy's cum-stained bitch ass. Amazing. Daddy's cum-stained. Well, at least it's better than, you know, implying that there is something going on with daddy, as opposed to, you know, just a, you know, that's what she is that she is a product of daddy's. By now, 3 security guards come in and break it up, while the silent weeaboo is saying that the kids started it. Both parties are escorted out different exits while we give a report on what happened. We never saw any of them again. Why are so many things getting deleted by, why are you all capsing, fool? That's a lot. Isn't that a lot being deleted by you? No, that's just 2. Figure your shit out, homie. I mean, it's really 2 rules in here. I mean, and they're all like, don't be a spastic idiot. So just what? Jeez. That's it. And doesn't it say I failed life in his user picture? Man, what a prophetic thing to put in there. Number 5. Not a horror story, but a ridiculously short one. I had a woman come in here. No, she came in with her sleeping infant and screamed at me to turn off the music while she strolled around in the store. I mean, if your baby is sleeping and you want them to continue, maybe don't come in to browse the store that you can hear music blasting from the other side of the mall. I don't know what to tell you. Tell me you didn't turn the music down. Crazy bitch. What a Karen. Karens of all shapes and sizes.
I have a baby. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like, and you better adjust the volume of the music in this store. My baby's trying to sleep.
We were watching a video earlier where a woman tried to get her nails done and then tried to run away without paying. And all the people were like at the front door trying to block her from getting out. And then she finally gets out, but she left her kid in there. So they all start blocking the kid from getting out. And the kid's like, let me out, damn it. Let me out, I'm a kid. They should have just called the police on that bitch. I don't get it. Why people out here acting like this? You trying to get service that you can't afford? Why didn't they just grab her purse? Ooh, grab that purse. Wait a minute. You know, how is it assault? You know, I like to think if I'm working at a nail place and some bitch come in and she trying to run away without paying, not only am I going to figure out a way to block the door, maybe I'm going to grab the bitch purse off her, you know, make sure people got cameras on me so they know I'm not trying to be aggressive with the lady. Just take the bitch purse, pull out my camera phone, take a picture of her motherfucking ID, hand it back while narrating the whole thing. Just wanted a picture of your ID, you thief, you common thief. And I hope that whatever finds you, when the police follow the recordings that we're actively shooting from multiple angles right now, as well as the address listed on your ID with your name that you are not paying right now. You have the opportunity and option to pay right now, but I guess you want to run away with the kid. What an example you're setting, you know what I mean? Just say that shit out loud. And man, some people, boy, I don't know how they get away with it. I don't know how they act this way when they know they're actively being recorded, and that's fine. C Potato says, at Goon, yeah, we still exist, unfortunately. What is Stripe saying? Stripe says, do teen furry cliques still exist? Teen furry cliques? Are there any big titty furry women? Because, like, thank you, Katie, for that subscription. I feel like, unless you're targeting that demographic, much like some of the trans people target the trans demographic just to make that money and get them clicks, it's like you have enough things going on in your life than to jump into the furry dumb, bruh. Which is not to imply that all furry people just want to escape reality or not want to be who they want to be. It's like I'm talking about Lane now, huh? Lane, Jesus, I'm trying to watch this anime called Lane and it's killing me, man. Whoa. Stripe says, like the kids who wear collars and ears and tails. Of course that's always going to exist. You know, you got to understand that as long as children exist, they're going to find things to look at on the internet and then go to themselves, I want to be that. And then they're going to go out there and do it. You know, there's no what's the word? What's the thing inside you that keeps you from doing something? That, like, restraint, you know, a lot of people drink and then it takes it away. There's a term that I'm looking for. Inhibition? I guess. But when you're a child, there's nothing in you to stop you. You know, when I read this story about a bunch of girls going in and singing the Nyan Cat song, there's nothing in them that goes, no, that's a cringy thing to do and you shouldn't do it. It's just like, hey, we want to do this, so we're gonna do it. And that's fucking crazy to me. What's going on, So Dracard? And I think Danica's saying it's inhibitions. I think it is. Michael Davis agrees. Bruh, it's like wild. Nothing to stop them. Nothing to stop that shit from coming out. They see something on the internet and go, I want to do that. I want to be that. So it's gonna happen. Number 5, not a horror story, but a ridiculously short one. I had a woman come in with her, I read this. Number 4, this is my time to shine, is it? I was helping a lady at the Disney section. She was pretty particular about the things that she wanted and was asking if they looked okay enough for her. Being my first job, I was pretty enthusiastic about sales as a salesperson, and I really do love Disney. Why? What the fuck? So, I was hyping her up the best that I could, and we're laughing together, getting along really well, and she says, "Yeah, I wanted to get all the same things my boyfriend's baby mama has. Is that weird?" Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Just gotta find give me 1 second. Just gotta here I don't even know where it is. What you want me to read everything on this page? Is that what you fucking want? Look, pull it off so it's in another window. Just read it all over again because you've already ruined the moment for it now. So then she says, "Yeah, I wanted to get all the same things my boyfriend's baby mama has. Is that weird?" Okay, yeah, there you go. Literally did not know how to respond. I said it wasn't and cashed her out quickly. Well, when you know what you gotta compete with, you know what I mean? You know what you gotta compete with, nah. Number 3. Oh my God. I worked for 13 years. It's a grizzled Hot Topic employee story now. So much weird, but that's just retail. I caught a man jacking it into some women's shoes in the dressing room. People were banging in there more often than you'd be comfortable with. I worked for them when Columbine happened, and we carried a brand of clothing back then called Serial Killer, which featured pop culture pictures and references of some edgy sayings like a pic of Bruce Lee that said revenge or something like that. Oh my God. I almost choked. Nice. That is some cringe edge. That's the type of shit you'd see on the internet, but Hot Topic was selling that shit, dude. It's just a picture of Bruce Lee and it says revenge on it by a brand named Serial Killer. Amazing. And of course, a shooting occurs and then everybody's like, "This isn't okay. It was okay before." Not now. Dano says, "Hi, Cyael, currently cooking." Well, I hope you don't choke on what you cook. It's a normal response from a normal guy, right? The morning after Columbine occurred, we got an email to put all the serial killer stuff off the sales floor, as well as every trench coat in the store. But by the end of the day, I'd already had to call security twice due to people showing up at the store harassing me for supporting those psychos and training the next ones. Then the TV network showed up and pretty much camped in front of the store, harassing every customer as they walked in or out. "So you want to wear black clothes, huh? You gonna kill people now?" News at 10. What the fuck? Asking them why this dark lifestyle attracted them. Dark lifestyle. The mall ended up having... I would love to see some of those videos. Can you imagine like us just going somewhere to get some clothes and they're camped out just like, "Sir, someone who just killed people was wearing this thing, so you're a killer too, huh?" "I guess I am. And you're next. Deaf to anchors, deaf to..." Stupid. What the hell? God. A joke? YouTube? Have you heard of those? You know, nothing. I'm not trying to rally people to a cause. Ugh. What are we gonna do with YouTube? It was honestly the best job I'd ever had. The company was really supportive at the corporate level. I still have friends that work there. Blah, blah, blah. What the hell? Is this what we're here for? Honestly, it was. If it wasn't for the working every weekend and closing a lot of stuff, I would have continued working there. Oh, what a great end to our happy little story. Jeez. Have you guys ever been, I don't know, thrown into a box, you know? Have you ever been thrown into a category?
Honk, honk.
Wow.
Honk, honk.
Cody Tony. Cody Tony entertained me, followed on D Live. Wow, that's so kind, Cody Tony. I need to put Dia on my channel on D Live so that she can get me some hot follows. No, that'd be confusing for people when they come back later. Where's that girl? Where is that girl? Ugh.
I don't think people would give that much of a hard
Number 3. You'd be there, on deck. I worked there for 13 years. Number 2.
Really?
Yeah. This was my first job in a college town, and generally I loved it. You're treated like some super cool celebrity by all the little mall rats. The management was generally great to their employees, and work wasn't too hard in my small, low-volume store. However, there was this issue of Valentine's Day. I'm still trying to digest the celebrity part in the mall.
Wow, you work at Hot Topic? We just work at this bagel stand. We're not worthy.
And then they fan the fucking ground, right? What the fuck? That year, they were promoting all of these different corsets and lingerie, as well as the Get in Our Pants campaign for skinny jeans. Management wanted the employees to try and show the corsets, not just the lingerie, but as fashion items. Maybe paired with skinny jeans, increased sales? So there I am, Valentine's Day, in a black corset and tight black skinny jeans and boots, way more sexy than 18-year-old me with a still developing body was comfortable with. And some creepy McCreeper, a 50-something-year-old dude who says he wants to buy something for his wife, but he wants some help picking it out. Not once did his eyes look at my face. Well, you the one in a corset, bitch. The entire time. What? No, that doesn't make it okay. I'm kidding. It's a joke, right?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, right?
Hong Kong.
Anti-socialism followed me. Oh, no. Well, sometimes I don't want to socialize. I consider myself pretty antisocial. Rim shot, you know?
Wow.
Okay, as we continue. In comes Creepy McCreeper. He's 15 years old and he didn't look at my face once. The entire time I'm helping him, he's staring at my ass or chest and making weird comments about how I remind him of his daughter, or being uncomfortably comfortable telling me explicit details about his wife's body. He then asks me to try it on and show him so that he could see how it would look on his wife. Luckily, shy 18-year-old awkward me laughed it off and got him past the register and out of the store. I love that job, but Christ, man. It drew some weirdos in there. This is getting pretty uncomfortable as the list is concerned. But I feel like if you're the type of tool to just wear what your management wants you to wear, if it's a corset, my dude, you know, tight pants is one thing, but hey, put them titties out there. Why? You're not getting paid enough for that, ladies. And in today's day and age, you can sit on Twitter and make more money than that. Dia, do I need to get you a corset? You don't need it. Those things are already all over the place.
But they gotta be accentuated, damn it.
Man, I gotta get Dia like 5,000 followers. And then the money. First you get the follows, then you get suspended, then you get the money. Okay, it's a very thought out process. Just everybody knows they go through that. As we finish this list of Hot Topic employee horror stories, again, my freshness, my amazing thumbnail. Nobody's gonna have a thumbnail like that, you know. It's just me. Okay. Number 1 reads, I was there for like 4 years, so I'll have to think about this for a bit, but the first story comes to mind is Halloween, my first Halloween. Corporate sent out calendars that were only on the shelf for maybe like 3 hours. Each month was a different serial killer. It had a picture, stats, and a saying from each one, like a quote. Holy fuck, I didn't know Hot Topic was trying to be that edgy, bruh. They had serial killer calendars with stats, dude, and a quote. That's glorification, and I do not condone that. YouTube, hey, neither should anybody else. That's not cool. For instance, 1 month was June. It was Ed Gein. It had a kill count listed, and then the basic bullet point facts about him. This was first and only time I ever saw corporate have us destroy merchandise. To this day, I wish I had kept a copy. Why are they worth a lot? Why do you care, Cyael? Is this gonna make you money now? That's a very specific number.
420 times 3.
Oh. Well, damn, Ryukage, I appreciate that. 420 times 3. Thanks, man. You're helping me along my goal. Look at that. Look at that. Filling up that bar. What a tryhard. So I guess sometimes you gotta...
Smoke weed every day.
Not one time.
Smoke weed every day.
Or 2 times, but...
Smoke weed every day.
I guess 3. I guess 3. I guess 3. You guys are pretty good. You know, I appreciate that. Wow. DJ says, Ayo, Cyael, it's your destiny not to play Destiny. It's just like, you know, that game's got nothing to give, dude. I remember how I felt when I finished this quest, this mission in Warframe called The Second Dream, and how it just blew the lid off some shit that I had never imagined was going on in that game. And I was genuinely impressed because it made me work for it. It's a free game. Damn.
Going out on a date, not sure if I'm ready, but I can't just sit around at home and die. And the person I'm going out with knows that Mandy will always hold a special place in my heart.
Holy fuck, dude. The last thing I expected to hear was that you were going out on a date, but I wish you all the luck and just hope that you'll be able to find a way towards happiness, man, because that's what she would have wanted for you, and I believe that you're capable of finding it.
Smoke weed every day.
Sorry. Some part of me that still understands comedic timing, and I didn't want to make it stupider.
But the whip.
Oh man, but the whip. What, you want that whip even though Ria's not here? Ria needs to be here. And then I'll always hit her with that whip. Ria, are you here and you're not saying anything? Ria, don't think to yourself that if you are here and you say something, then I won't do it. Because I know that you're thinking, oh, if I don't say anything, then he won't do it. But if, you know what I mean? Ria. Okay. Well, she's not here, so true to my word, I'm gonna... yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. Fuck yeah. What the fuck?
Because I remembered that he liked that crack.
Oh my god, that shit's nuts. That's the
I
coolest
got
sound
you.
effect.
I got you.
Do I have a Wilhelm scream? Let me throw that in there.
If you don't, why don't you?
Hell
yeah.
What the fuck? Oh god. What am I doing? Bruh. Ladies, gentlemen, I hope to see you by the end of the day. Everybody come together. Otherwise I'll have to do a poll or something to figure out what the best idea for a confession podcast is. If I were to do a confession podcast, what's a good idea for a topic? Do you guys have any good ideas for topics? Tell me, what do you think? What do you think? Look at this, 66 fucking messages from 2 posts that I made yesterday. Let me show you both the posts. Here's one of them. One of the posts was me saying that Pornhub needs to hurry up and make Video Hub to directly compete with YouTube, something you hear me constantly going on about. I just had my entire channel demonetized and know many other creators who would immediately jump ship if there were something concrete in the way of an alternative. Pornhub is so capable, yet they're screwing around with Tumblr? They were my only hope. A post by a sexy and wonderful man. So delicious, so big pee-pee, so free, So Cyael. So somebody named Text Memer responds, "Get that shit out of my face. God, get it out of my face. Get it out of my face." He says, "As soon as there's any real competition for YouTube, I'm gone. Even if its competition doesn't have the exact same shit, I'll switch to send a big fuck you message." Oh, yeah. So that's just one. And then there's all these comments in there. "Oh, this is honestly the most thought-provoking post I've seen." Oh, please. But then the other post I made, of course, is about Fortnite and the one skin that I like to use in Fortnite, because my skin only has orange, and I'd like for it to have color options, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm trying to incorporate a slider, if not just like 2 other settings. Give me 2 other settings, because right now it's orange, and that's stupid. Just give us like a red or a blue, dude. Simple. If you were to give us 3 options, this should definitely be red, blue, and like pink or something. But if you were to give us more, it could be like a white, it could be a green, you know? But red and blue, those have got to be your standard. Right now it's orange. I can't stand it because it doesn't really fit with any of the things that I want to accessorize with it. Again, like, this is what people care about when they play fucking Fortnite, but it's what I care about. I want to look good, boy. I want to look good. Anyway, my head also clips through my helmet when I do certain emotes, which is kind of ridiculous. Why they have a head in there at all is the real question. Just take the head out of the model. Maybe they can't even do that with bodies, and that's the problem. But yeah, I threw that at Fortnite too, and that's what everybody's losing their mind about. They're really losing their mind in the comment section too. And the comedy is, people in the comments are so mad, but people are still upvoting the post. So it's like, okay, people agree that's what they want. Otherwise they wouldn't upvote it. But then people in the comment section are like, "How dare you? Okay, you are so entitled. Why don't you just like what it is? That's the way that it's gonna be forever." Okay, dude.
People have thrown you ideas of what to do for a confession podcast.
Somebody said today's update broke Anthem further, as if it could exist worse. Heart of Rage Titan no longer drops loot. Oh my god. What kind of heroes are still playing Anthem to roast this? If I had a monetized channel, I think I'd be doing that right now, to be the last YouTuber playing Anthem. Hell yeah. I'd play Fallout 76 too. What is up, guys? Coming at you with another hot Fallout 76 and Anthem video. God damn. Stripe says regrets. Oh man, that's every time. Every time. Oh boy. Well,
It's weird stuff on your computer, weird 2 a.m. drive-through stories, regret or squandered opportunities, and worst thing you did in school.
okay. What I'll do is I'll just look up a list as usual. I'll look up a list. I'm not supposed to look at this. Oh. Oh no. Oh boy. Burr, burr, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, guys, I love you. Oh wait, I'm supposed to do the lifting, as I should. Gotta get hot. I'm just kidding. I gotta get to hot. Period. Okay. So here's this. $5 from Sean Watson. Here it comes, dudes. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that should cover Sean Watson and a future 420 from I Love You, Mandy. Okay. Now I'm going to do 10 with the left arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, those were hammer curls. And now I'll do the 1260 from Ryukage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, 11, 12, 13. Son of a bitch. That's what I'm doing. All right. Okay. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Why do you
Right.
look at me like that?
I just had an amusing thought that if like YouTube ever came in, furious that I'm wanting them to re-review the fact that they've demonetized my channel, and now they have just somebody like with a supercut of me counting on stream. And people just going, yeah, this is my shit. And they're going, how are we going to run ads on this? We're broke. They're mad at me. Jade says, Cyael, you really should add more cardio and leg work. Arms workouts can only do so much. Yeah, but I treadmill, so what do you want? I treadmill, that's different. Okay? I feel like these are concise and they truly complement the end of the streams well. And
Honk honk.
holy shit.
Honk honk.
A Democrat as well. First I'm followed by anti-socialism. Then I'm followed by a oh crap. Well, that's good. Thank you for that follow, Democrat. I appreciate you. Holy hell. Oh man, I'm honestly feeling it in my arms, and that's super cool. I've never been this consistent with a workout since high school, bruh. And that wasn't even like... Well, thank you, Maria. Girl. I bet you when she was young, her parents were all like,
You no shave that mustache. No shave head on face.
and then she had to go to school with hair on her face. That's fucked up. That's so rude. Why do you have to be like this, parents? Why do you have to be like this? Let's see what's rising. Oh my god, the Kansas City Fire Department had to rescue the Kansas City Police Department? Oh man. And he took a fucking selfie. Look at the one guy with his head held low. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Just give more whip cracks for this 5.
My man, he says he wants more whip cracks. I can't argue with these Streamlabs donations helping me when I need it, boy. Sometimes I like to think that I'd be conservative with something that's as, as intense as a whip crack. Hey, look at this button.
Slap it on some toast.
Forgot I had that as a button. That's pretty cool. Oh, I have myself saying honk honk.
Honk honk. Honk honk.
Amazing. I also have the prices right. Funny.
Whip crack.
Oh yeah, the whip crack. So stupid.
But he liked the whip crack, so you must give whip crack.
Ding 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 ding. I said whip it. Pistachio Boy says, Cyael, I've heard a theory that this latest wave of censorship and demonetization is preparation for making YouTube the next medium for old people. Nah, man, get real. This isn't about old people specifically. Conspiracy theory needs to actually be believable for it to work. So if the theory were that, because again, they haven't destroyed anything. They're just demonetizing people. And if YouTube wanted to demoralize and make people stop making a certain type of content, they would ban it. They would terminate the channels and remove it. They've done something like that in the past. This demonetization is going specifically after the money of channels. And the weird part about that is what you need to understand, dude. It's one thing for them to decide that they're not going to run ads on a channel. They take all the ads off my content. That's a big, that's a big knife in my gut, and that's the end of that. But my nigga, when people come to my channel and say, hey, I want to subscribe. Hey, Cyael, I want to pay you on a monthly basis for what you're putting out. And I want, on top of that, my dude, to give you super chats, right? Where, yeah, I'm getting a percentage of those super chats, but fucking YouTube's taking a cut of that shit too. They're knifing themselves. I can't receive super chats. All of my memberships have become invalid, my dude. That's a cut that they were receiving. If they wanted to silence me, they could have terminated the channel. I've been struck out the ass for years. Bruh. But out of nowhere, as I've showed you, when I was trying to be transparent, if you go to the Twitter of Team YouTube, you see nothing but people coming at them going, look, bro, you demonetized my entire channel. And they've come out with this whole like, oh, some people's views are being frozen and everybody's being hit with this reused content thing. Everyone. It's hilarious. And then when we go there, they're like, dude, oh, well, can you post a picture of the fact that your channel is not monetized? And it's like, bitch, what is a picture going to do for you, homie? Imagine for years we're doing one thing and it's all fine. And now we coming out here and everybody's having the same issues. It's bizarre. So look, this isn't about YouTube sterilization. They don't need to sterilize us anymore. You know why? Because they've whitelisted our channels. We're already invisible. That's the joke, is that unless by some freak accident one of our videos gets caught by not the algorithm but in the recommendations of somebody else's video, we would never be found. The only way for certain channels on YouTube to get any visibility is to get onto another platform. We're talking about Twitter, we're talking about Reddit, and then be floated to the top of that shit. That's when somebody can click it and see it. Otherwise on YouTube, all you're seeing are shit that's already at the top. Your Jimmy Kimmel videos, your Jimmy Fallon videos, your fucking makeup tutorials. Here's this bitch walking down the street, grabbing girls by the ass because it's a quote unquote prank. Do you get what I'm saying? That's just the way that it goes, And it's similar to when somebody comes into the stream chat and they have something stupid to say. We don't just outright ban them anymore. We hide them so they can type under the impression that they're still doing something. Only in my stream they're going to see because it's not popping up on the screen because I have the chat on the screen. Hilarious. Hilarious, dude. Again, it's confusing, but it's YouTube, so we'll just have to kick back, see what's going on. That's the shocking thing for me is that, they've terminated the ability for super chats and memberships, which was bringing them money. Super confusing to me. Everybody's monetization status is either in review after they've bitched about it. In review, Sad. We have no idea why or what. They used to just go after a couple videos, and that was fine. Stripes says she's having a nosebleed. That's not cool, Stripes. Please. No nosebleed. It's just super interesting to me. Because the bottom line is, for a motherfucking fact, it's robots. Robots are what's coming out of nowhere and dooming these channels to no revenue. That's pretty wild. So then to basically have to appeal to be like, hey man, can I have a real person actually check my channel to see what's going on? And they're like, we'll get to it. In the meantime, no revenue for you though. This is a weird thing, because your heart wants to scream, YouTube must be broke. So they sure as hell don't want to pay nobody any of that sweet ad revenue, because in the meantime, they can run ads on our video. We just don't see any of that money. It all goes straight to them. But to nuke the memberships, to nuke the super chats, that's really weird. Especially when they know that Patreon and, you know, a lot of people use Streamlabs, so they're not going to see any of that money. It's so stupid and short-sighted. It's super confusing. But what do you do? Repetitious content. Somebody said, I was wondering why I was demonetized again. It was approved 20 days ago and I didn't upload a single video during that period. And this girl says it's repetitious content. Content that appears mass-produced in order to increase views without adding significant educational or otherwise value. Yup, they gotta... Okay. Okay, my dude. This dude says his shit is in review. Everybody's shit is in review, my dude. Whole channel demonetized. Holy fuck. In review. Look, it's sad. It's honestly sad. And it's like, imagine if they weren't killing themselves. It's just so long. We've been waiting for an alternative and we still don't see it. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys will catch me later. Maybe you'll catch Dia. She's the better option here. She's more capable than I am. She can bring people in at a glance. I'm not visually appealing, and that's not the way that the world works. That's not the way that the world works. I love you, and I'll catch you guys soon. Look at all these villagers around this dude's house. Ugh. Get the fuck away from me. That's what I love about my village at the very least. It's like really far away. Whoa. Let me pull up my village real quick. It won't take long because I have that save file. Animal Crossing New Leaf Save Editor. Choose file. I can use this. Who cares? Let me see here. Shit. Damn, boy, I need to make it all big. Is this even my... Wait a minute. I think this is for the old Animal Crossing save. On the GameCube when I was playing. Never fucking mind. You guys have a delicious night. You'll catch me soon. Yeah, take it easy. Bye.